Hello everyone. You are warmly welcome back to this edition of our Positive Word. I hope you're well. You're only young once. Yes, you get to be a young person only once in a lifetime. So this presentation is mostly for children, the young people, and parents as well. Because at the end of the day, we need to do all we can to preserve, protect, and let children know that they are valued, they're special. We're told in Matthew chapter 19, verse 14, Jesus said to them, okay, actually, this was when these people brought children to Jesus and the disciples, tried to stop them. So Jesus said to them, do not stop the children. Let them come to me. People must become like these children so that God can rule their lives. Verse 14 said that. We are told in verse 4 of chapter 18, that the greatest people in the kingdom of heaven are the children. When you and I can think and become like children who do not think that they are more important than other people, we will be just as good as children are. Children are important to God. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1. I'm going to read the easy-to-read translation from verses 1 to 3. You are children, obey your parents because you belong to the Lord. That is the right thing to do. God's law says that you always respect your father and mother. That is the first rule of God's law. That also has a promise. The promise is this: as a result, you will be happy and you will live long on the earth. Well, the King James Version, of course, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother. This is so important. As we see more and more people, children, young people, disregard, disrespect, walk away from family, pay deaf ears to instruction. We see all the evil in the world multiply. Yes, given the explosion of the internet, access to it, and the fact that children have at their disposal anything they wish to find, many children and young people consider themselves more informed, exposed, and clued up than their parents and all the people around them. How honestly ignorant can anybody be to think like that? No matter how gifted, talented, and intelligent any child might be, he or she can never be more knowledgeable than most adults. Yes, that's the fact. You are just a child. You haven't had enough experience or grown or seen life enough to think that you know more than your parents. I know that the world wants to magically grant children this adult status and life and rights so that they want to permit them to make life-changing decisions in relation to especially their sex or gender. However, if the adults in the world will be honest with themselves, they will give children the chance to live and just exist, and not to be controlled, manipulated, cajoled, deceived, and indoctrinated into harmful habits. To the young person or child who might stumble upon this video, let me remind you that you get the opportunity to be young, to be a child, just once, like the rest of the people in the world. If you knew how hard, tough, and challenging it is in some cases to be an adult, you will do all you can to enjoy, relish, and take your childhood seriously and try to extend it a little bit more. While the challenges of being a child 40 years ago may have changed some from being a child today, the total time for that remains the same. Do what children do, which is being honest, playful, learning, studying, observing, listening, enjoying time with family, laughing a lot, and making pleasant memories with the foundation that your parents or the adults in your life lay for you. Each stage of the human life cycle appears once throughout a person's life. If you intentionally miss out on any stage or allow other people to steal that stage from you, it is something that can never be recovered. You may try to relieve it, but it is mostly not the same. You are only a child or a young person once. The Lord loves you so much. He loves you so much, and He says that you will have a good, long life on this earth if you respect your parents. Going against family guidelines and rules often leads to a life of pains, loneliness, sorrows, tears, misery, and regrets. Do you want that? My dear young person or child, humble yourself to live and enjoy this phase of your life with those that truly love and care about you as an individual. There is no makeover, redoing, or second chance to being a child or a young person. Make this one count for yourself, your family, and the world. Parents, please support your children to be children whose lives will bring the outcomes that you all will be happy and satisfied with. I hope that the Lord will help us and lead us, all involved, to make the childhood of our children successful to His own glory. I thank you for joining me today. Until I come your way again, it's goodbye for now. As you take notes that you only live once as a child. God bless you.